Hey guys, the Firebird is here. It's just me, and today I'm bringing you a very different video from what I usually do. Typically, I do Transformers Explains, I do, what if videos, theory videos, a bunch of other stuff, report on the news, but today I'm doing actually a bit of a rant slash, discussion video where I complain about the recent controversy surrounding Windblade. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, then, sit back, relax, I'm gonna inform you and then you guys can, draw your own conclusions. Because, personally, I think this is stupid. It's really stupid. And if I could curse right now without getting demonetized, believe me, I would. Now, I'm gonna change the whole format for how I do this because I'm probably gonna be here talking for a little while and I don't want to spend too much time editing because, I'm busy with school and a bunch of other stuff. I actually met this girl the other day. Actually, you guys don't care about that, never mind. Alright, moving on. So I'm gonna read this article from Bonding Into Comics and it's basically gonna explain what happened with Windblade and why there's such an outrage. Well, I say outrage, but there's it's at the very best, it's like 50 people. At very best, and that's being really generous. I'm being really generous right now. At best, if it's just like 50 people complaining, and you're gonna see why you shouldn't, pay attention to those kinds of people, because those are the same kind of people who said that Rising of the Shield Hero is sexist, when in reality, that's one of the best animes I've watched in a really long time. I love that anime. These are the same kind of people that said Joker was gonna, inspire atrocities and shootings and whatever, and I didn't see anything. Did you guys see anyone going around in Joker face paint? I mean, some people probably did, but I'm pretty sure nothing major happened. You shouldn't trust these people, and you should avoid Twitter like the plague, because Twitter is, in my opinion, the cesspool of all evil in the world. I am not even kidding when I say that. I actually firmly believe that. But anyways, so a while ago, Flame Toys, who's another company that's not Hasbro, who had the license to make some Transformers figures and model kits here and there, are working on a new Windblade model kit. I think that's what it's called. And that figure was a bit, okay, I'll be honest, it was a bit sexualized. Now, I know how some of you guys feel about this. Whenever I see Transformers being sexualized, I'm like, this is weird, I kind of don't like this, but at the same time, I'm really, into freedom of speech and, boarding with your wallets. These people right now are saying that this is sexist and that this is going to push female Transformers fans away, even though there's plenty of, female fans around the Transformers fandom who I'm pretty sure they don't mind this stuff. Some of them even like this. I showed this to my mom. Yeah, I showed this to her, and, a bunch of my other female friends, and none of them seem to mind. I mean, most of them are not gonna buy this, obviously, but for them it was like, oh, she actually kind of looks pretty. I mean, it's a bit weird, but it's cool. It doesn't offend me. Honestly, that's something that unfortunately happens a lot with the modern age, especially on Twitter. You get all these fools who don't know what they're talking about, just complaining and trying to stir up drama. I usually try to stay away from drama, but this is a topic that kind of hits close to home, okay? Because number one, I hate Twitter, and number two, I really want to get this off my chest. So first I'm gonna read the article here. So Flame Toys' Furai model Windblade figure is reportedly still happening despite outrage targeted towards the company and Transformers license holder Hasbro. Now, people were speculating that we were not going to get this figure because they took down the tweets showcasing it, but in reality, apparently it's just that they're still working on it and tweaking a few things, so they're not getting rid of the figure. The Geek Getaway reports a Flame Toy staffer confirmed the figure is still in progress. In an email, the Flame Toy staffer wrote, "Hello, thank you for reaching out. We sincerely appreciate your support. Furai model Windblade is still in progress. However, we're dealing with some issues of its hands. We removed the post for now. We will do our best, and please do look forward to further information. Best regards, Flame Toys." It's unclear what exactly the issues they're having with the figure art. I think they're definitely gonna reduce the rear area of Windblade. I think it's a bit too excessive, It could either be that, or they could probably be having some other issues with her articulation and stuff. You gotta admit, even if you don't like, the back section, this is still a pretty good looking figure, you have to admit that. The Windblade figure was initially announced on February 19 alongside Optimus Primal and Rodimus in anticipation of the New York Toy Fair. So here we have Optimus Primal. He looks really good. This company makes some really good figures. You have to give that to them. And Rodimus here is clearly inspired by his IDW look. Yeah, here, Windblade, we finally made Windblade into a prototype for testing. Look forward to it. So this is a prototype, so obviously you're going to be, you know, still refining the figure and making a few changes to it. It's, you know, it's a thing that happens. Following the announcement of the figure, a number of individuals heavily criticized it. Yeah, a number. It was definitely a number. Twitter user Genevieve Frank stated that figure will steer all women away from Transformers products and media forever. Yeah, you know, cause this figure is so offensive to women. Like every single woman who looks at this figure is like, oh my god, how can you do such thing? And no, really, there has been female Transformers in the past. We have had female Transformers since the days of female Transformers fans since the days of G1. This is not gonna make them turn, you know, their backs on the franchise. Especially when we have stuff like Transformers Energon, the Prime Wars trilogy, and arguably the Bay movies, which honestly are not the best. Or even good for that matter. But you know, if you like any of that, it's fine. It's just my opinion. Meanwhile, in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, the Legion of Doom have finally concocted on a scheme to ruin Windblade and steer all women away from the Transformers products and media forever. Oh yes, this is clearly a ploy against women because it definitely benefits Hasbro and Flame Toys to alienate the female audience, like totally. The Twitter user will also describe the figure as misogynist garbage. Now, when someone brings this up, you immediately don't take them seriously. Listen, if you are sane enough, smart enough to know that, you know, sexism is bad, racism is bad, and you don't need to have these things lectured to you by some, you know, Twitter retard looking for attention, then you don't take them seriously. These are the same kind of people who say anime is sexist, who say the Joker movie's bad, who say if you don't like Ghostbusters 2015, or if you don't watch Birds of Prey, you're a horrible person. You don't listen to these people, and they will eventually delete the tweets. Okay, so first off, they start this controversy like, hey, that figure is sexist. Next thing you know, they're like, oh my god, no one's helping us. We better back away and pretend nothing's happening. Clean all the evidence. Get rid of it. Get rid of all the evidence. Come on, get rid of it. These people, as much as they preach being, you know, morally right and stuff, they don't, you know, they don't stand by what they say. They're just trying to get attention. Don't take them seriously. Others will describe the toy as disgusting. I don't know, man. Like, I don't collect Transformers figures that are, you know, like this, mostly because they're really expensive and my Patreon money cannot even cover that. But it is a very nice looking figure. Listen, I know a lot of you guys probably don't like the whole sexualization of Transformers. It is a bit sexualized. I am gonna say it. It is. And in the past, I have made fun of people for, you know, sexualizing Transformers, saying that, oh, I don't like it, it's kind of cringy, and you know, but hey, there's people who actually like that. This is a toy that you can buy if you want to. And this is the thing that bothers me about all this. These people are like Puritans, basically. Back in the old days, I bet some of you guys probably remember this, that we will have plenty of religious groups that will, you know, complain about women being sexy in the media or like stuff that they don't like. And now it's kind of the opposite. Now we got like basically Twitter, I don't want to say liberals because not all of them are like that, and you know, it wouldn't be fair. But we got plenty of people like this who are like politically correct to say, if you don't like this, you're a misogynist. If you don't like this, you're sexist. They're like, in a weird way, trying to control what people like and what people, you know, should watch and not watch. That's what they tried to do with Rising of the Shield Hero. The reason why I even watched that anime at all was because these people were making such a fuss on Twitter. They were like, hey, don't watch the anime. And I was like, Squeaker, the retards on Twitter are complaining about this anime. You wanna watch it? And he was like, sure. And we watched it, and it's now one of my favorite animes of all time. I would say it's top 20. I don't think it's top 10, but it's somewhere between 15 and 10. Definitely around that margin. It's really good. And the reason why I'm ranting about this and why I think more people should speak up about, you know, this behavior and call it out and say, hey, if you don't like this, it's fine. That's totally fine. If it offends you, okay, don't buy it. But if you're trying to go out of your way and saying that, oh, this offends everyone, this offends my entire race, offends my entire gender, offends me to the core and offends a lot of other people. If you go ahead and try to say that and try to, you know, cancel culture or like shut down something that people like, and you're trying to control what people should see and what people should not see, really F you. Like right now they're telling you, hey, you can't do this. What about tomorrow? Are they gonna be when are they gonna start telling me what cookies I cannot eat? When are they gonna start telling me what air I can breathe? This behavior is gonna get ridiculous and even more ridiculous as time goes on. So I think it's a very good thing that people are calling it out. Okay, I'm gonna read this tweet. Good thing the vast majority of my Twitter friends think that Flametone's Windblade is disgusting, because I am so blocking every single person who's drooling over that hideous thing and / or attacking others who have every right to criticize how over-sexualized the toy is. Now, if you want to criticize it, that's fine. If you're trying to stop people or trying to get this, toy cancelled, then I don't think that's fine. I mean, not like what some artists do to Transformers in DeviantArt, but hey, if they're okay and if they're not hurting anyone, I'm completely okay with them doing it. I mean, I'm still gonna criticize and say, it's kinda cringy, I don't like that, I don't wanna see that. I can, not go on DeviantArt, it's that simple. I also like how he only got 6 likes. It really shows that this is just a small minority. One person even said the figure was made for a demographic that's not representative of the TF fandom. I'm sorry, but mate, when you became the public speaker for the Transformers fandom, the Transformers fandom is one of the most divided fandoms out there. Well, I'm probably exaggerating. It's not like in comparison to the Sonic fandom, which is like divided into so many different sections, but the Transformers fandom is really large. There's people with different tastes, different, they like different incarnations of the Transformers, they like the different toys, they like gimmicks, they don't like toys with gimmicks, they like cybers, they like animated. It's really diverse, so yeah, there's gonna be people who like this. There is people who like this. Still, another call it horrible. Okay, the Flametone's Windblade is horrible, and if you're defending it up to and including the point of targeted harassment, you're a disgusting scum of the earth. Disagree and go ahead and unfollow me right now. My content is not for you. I'm not playing around. I like how these people are taking this so seriously. Now, listen, I may be making fun of these guys because it's my opinion and they're allowed to criticize the figure as much as they want, and I'm allowed to criticize their stupidity as much as I want, but at the same time, I wouldn't call this figure horrible. It's really pretty, it's really good looking, and yes, I also have my problems with the rear end. Like, I'm not a fan of that, but hey, it's far from the worst thing ever. It's not even the worst thing ever. And I think this, hey, if you like this figure, you are against me then mentality is retarded and stupid. I think if you get offended by that, then it's stupid. Like, I can understand not wanting to buy it, but making a huge fuss over it's like kind of stupid. Following this outrage surrounding the figure, Flame Toys will delete the Twitter post promoting the figure. It's unclear if the deletion of the tweets was due to the outrage or it happened to be coincidental. What do you make of this update from Flame Toys? Are you excited for the new Windblade figure still in progress? Do you plan on picking it up? What do you think the issues with the model kit are? And you get a bunch of people in the comments section, and I actually really like this comment because I think it summarizes, what's going on here pretty well. What a shame that people can't admire the female form anymore, by which I mean are not allowed to buy chaste puritans. Good on Flame Toys for ignoring these joyless credence. What I found funny about this is that because of the outrage, the female Windblade toy is now like getting a lot of attention, it's getting a lot of popularity, there's plenty of people who are like, wanting to buy it. And now if you look at the Twitter like to dislike ratio, there's no dislike ratio, but look at the number of hearts and look at the number of comments. A vast majority like this image, they like this Windblade. And a vast minority, let's say 109 comments are purely made of people who dislike it. It's a vast minority. A huge minority is angry over this. And going back to that tweet that I mentioned earlier about the person who basically started the whole thing, Jenny B. Frank is actually a known figure in the Transformers comic industry, I guess you could say that. Jenny B. Frank is an American lawyer and Transformers fan, having watched the Generation 1 cartoon as a child in 1984. She's also a participant of the TFWiki.net as Miss Trubridge. In 2018, IDW published writer John Barber contacted Frank for consultation based on Best Barber's leading character RC, who has made a controversial debut in an IDW continuity years earlier. So, in the IDW comics, they actually made RC transgender. I don't really get it either, they just went with it, but hey, it's whatever. Together, Frank and Barber brainstorm on how to connect Arcee's original characterization with more recent depictions and retcons of female and transgender Cybertronians. The conversation ultimately produced the culmination of Arcee's character arc into Continuity's final issue at the year's end. So this person has worked for the, IDW publishing company that makes the Transformers IDW comics. Now, IDW has been pretty here and there with the comics. Like, some of them are political, which I really don't like. In my opinion, Transformers should definitely be about escapism. Like, you want to get away from the real world, you want to see these amazing robots fight each other, you want to see them interact with the humans. Like, escapism. Like, don't bring Donald Trump into this, don't bring politics into this, like, don't favor anything. Like, just tell a good story. And IDW has made good calls and bad calls recently, so yeah. Again, if you don't like this figure, you can just buy a regular, deluxe class Windblade, an RID Windblade. There's plenty of other Windblades that are not sexualized and they can actually transform. Yes, guys, I'm pretty sure this Flame Toy figure doesn't transform, which it's kind of a shame, but it does look really good. Like, these figures are worth getting for having it on display, which kind of defeats the point of Transformers in my opinion, but some of these figures are really nice to have. I'm actually kind of tempted of getting this figure. Now, I know I sound like a hypocrite for saying that because I was like, I think she is a bit over-sexualized and this is not the kind of figure I would want to have, but if people want to buy this, then sure, go ahead. I mean, I don't think this figure should be cancelled. So, you guys might be wondering now, okay, Fire, so if you're not sure if you're gonna get the figure and if you wouldn't get this type of figure, why are you defending it? Because freedom of speech, freedom of choice. Like, Twitter is such an awful place. And I'm so tired of the media and Twitter especially, like, getting upset over everything. Upset over Rising of the Shield Hero, upset over Joker, upset about My Hero Academia, upset about Dragon Ball, upset about anything. Like, I think this behavior should be called out, and people should vote with their wallets. If this is a good figure, then let people buy it and choose with their wallets. If people really get offended by this figure, then let people vote with their wallets and don't buy the figure, But now it looks like what this person was trying to achieve has kind of backfired because more people seem to be in support of this figure. And I'm even considering getting it just to piss them off. If I do end up getting this figure, I don't know. I'll do a review about it, maybe. Because it is a very nice looking figure. And I can appreciate that. And if you go on Twitter and you just look at all the comments, oh, that's hot. You see, people are in support. Keep up the good work. Never bend the knee to the perpetually mad snowflakes on Twitter who got butt mad over plastic booty cheeks. Not a toy guy at all, but I might just buy this one. It's still coming out unchanged. Fingers crossed for a possible now. Okay, now this is now these people are Transformers fans. Like, they clearly know what the franchise is all about. They want to, support the toys they like. If they don't like something, they just won't buy it. That's how it usually goes with Transformers toys. Like, I did not like the Cybertron toy line, and instead of telling people, hey, don't buy that. That toy is evil. If you buy that, you are stupid. I said, hey, if you want to buy that, that's cool. Not for me, I'm gonna skip this one. Yeah, I'm probably been rambling on about this over and over, but that's the whole point of this video. Like, that's the whole thing I was trying to say. I think it's stupid trying to get this toy, pulled out, removed, or whatever you want to call it, cancelled. And like, just let people who want this have it. Like, it's okay if you don't like it. It's totally fine if you don't like it. It's totally fine if you do. As long as you're not hurting anyone or harassing people, I'm totally okay with it. But if you go on Twitter and start causing like fake outrage, like saying this has offended me and like half the Transformers fandom. If you speak for us, then no, I need to call that. I'm gonna call you out. No, that's bad because you're not speaking for me. I think that, well, this is not for me. It should be something that it should be allowed. It should be, something that people get to choose with their wallets. And honestly, Flame Toys, I doubt you're watching this because, American channel, I'm not that big. But keep up the good work. Good job for not bending the knee to the Twitter, psychos. I think I'm actually tempted to buy this figure. Guys, donate to my patrons so I can get this figure. And yeah. Oh god, I'm out of breath. Whew. But anyways guys, that's it for this video. Shoutouts goes to our patrons: Moirice Prime, iPulse Fate, Mario Gordon, Predaking Hunter Plays, Mr. Baby Duke, and the absolute madman himself, Jordan the Great, who donated $100. Thanks for your support, guys. Make sure to go check out their channels, links in the description down below, and if you guys want to shout out yourself, all you have to do is donate to my Patreon. By donating to my Patreon, you get quite a few rewards. You can get a shout out to your channel, you can request your own videos, you can collab with me in some of my videos if you choose to. You get a special role on my Discord server. You can also get early access to my videos and stuff like that. There's plenty of rewards to choose from and it's entirely optional. It sounds like a pretty good deal, right? But keep in mind, this is entirely optional since freedom is the right of all sentient beings. Thank you guys for donating, it's much appreciated. So yeah, thanks a lot guys. Anyways guys, that's it for this video. Sorry, this is a drastically different video from what I usually do, and sorry if I got political, but this is something that has been bothering me for the longest time, ever since... Oh my god, ever since when? This has been going for so long, I forget what was the first thing that made me hate Twitter. Anyways, this has been going on for long enough. You guys probably, are aware of the BS that these people, spit out. And, both with your wallets. If you want this figure, get it. If you don't want this figure, don't get it. But don't make a fuss about it and don't speak for half the Transformers fandom, in my opinion. Let everyone have their own opinion, and if people want this, they should buy it. It's that simple. Don't start a drama over something so ridiculous. And it appears that most people here seem to agree with me. 1.4k likes against about 100 comments. If we are generous and say that every single one of them are negative. So yeah. Anyways guys, that's it for this video. Hopefully you all enjoy. I'm not sure how well this is gonna do, but I'm trying to diversify into different things, so hopefully you enjoy my rambling. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe, guys. Also, remember, freedom is the right of all sentient beings. They may take our lives, but they will never take our freedom!